First, we're going to talk about what is typical in a science fiction film. What is typical in science fiction film is usually something that's a little bit out there, something that we haven't really seen before. That's why science fiction films can be so good, because they always can think of possibilities that we've never thought of, such as superheroes, mutants, dinosaurs on an island in the Pacific, spaceships flying through space. It really comprises of things that we today don't really have and don't really see. Something that you could say is extraordinary. So aliens, pretty much anything of that sort. What's cool about a sci-fi genre, though, is that it usually incorporates something in normal life. Just like in Jurassic Park, there's people back home living in a normal life. Even in Star Wars, the people are living living on Earth live a semi-normal futuristic life. Next, we're going to talk about how some people say today we actually live in the Matrix. I found two pretty good connections to this, and these are two of my favorites. First off is how everybody in Matrix is always plugged in. When you see Neo come out of his little embryo chamber thing, he gets unplugged. But today, most of the people in the world are plugged in. The world doesn't function without its media sources. I wake up, I grab my phone, I go downstairs, I look at my TV, I open my laptop, I grab my iPad. And that's, 90% of North America and a lot of Europe and Asia lives this way. And that's just how things are. We're plugged in, we're constantly connected to the internet, just like the people in the Matrix are constantly connected. Second is kind of tied into how we're always plugged in, and it goes with how Neo can learn just about anything just by tank loading a program, or you can also spawn any weapon into the Matrix world with tank just giving him items. Now this is just like how today I can go online and learn just about anything. I can just search YouTube videos or even on Wikipedia on information on how to do something. And I can also just go on sites like Amazon and eBay to order anything instantly online and have it at my doorstep in the next few days. Next, we're going to talk about the philosophy that can be seen in the Matrix. So first we'll talk about Socrates' visit to the Oracle of Delphi. Now, the ancient Greeks considered Delphi to be the most wise person in the world. This oracle prophecies were always very sought out. Now, when Socrates visited the oracle, he claimed that he knew absolutely nothing, and the oracle replied that he was the wisest man on earth. Now, of course, Socrates disagreed, and eventually he discovered her ironic meaning. By claiming that he knew nothing, Socrates was the wisest man because everybody else was under the false impression that they knew more than they actually did know. The phrase, "know thyself," was actually said to be inscribed on the oracle's temple, suggesting that wisdom lies in recognizing one's own ignorance. Now, just like Socrates, Neo is willing to admit his own ignorance, saying, "I am not the one." And the oracle in the Matrix films maintains her confidence in him and his abilities despite his often visible confusion and doubt. The philosophy behind this is that it's much better to have confidence in yourself. And next we're going to talk about excuse me. Next we're going to talk about Jean Baudrillard. Now, his philosophy was that we all live in a world filled with imitations and simulations. You can actually see Neo when he stores his illegal discs. He actually puts them in a book called Simulacra and Simulation. Now, this is the book written by Jean Baudrillard, and this talks about the world being hyper-real and how everybody is hidden behind a mask and nobody is really who they are. Just like how people not hide, but are behind masks in the Matrix and don't really know who they are, where there's certain ones who have reached enlightenment and have taken off that mask and are now exiting the Matrix. Next, we're going to talk about the bullet time effect. there are two real ways it can be achieved, but we're going to talk about the main one that was actually used within the Matrix. The way it's used inside the Matrix is a series of cameras in a spiral formation with the actors in the middle. And as the actor does something really, really fast and a really, really fast shutter, all the cameras go at this just milliseconds after each other. So when it's done and all the clips are stitched together, it looks like the camera is spiraling around the actor and the actor's not moving at all, as if almost like a slow motion. And finally, I'm going to talk about what I thought of the movie. I really like The Matrix. I have seen the movie dozens upon dozens of times just to rewatch it for pure pleasure and sometimes to understand a little bit more. Now, The Matrix is filled with references to real life things, to other movies. The actual story I find is amazing. It's very influential and representative of how life is, how we live life. And I really enjoyed the movie. The cinematography of it, the effects, the everything. It was way ahead of its time when it came out. It's a fabulous movie. I would recommend it to everybody.